Alrighty guys, this is Snugs on Blitz, and I'm back with another video for you today. So, I'm back in Tier 6, and I'm playing this tank, the VK36.01H. Now, back in the day, this tank absolutely stunk. It had no redeeming qualities. It was absolutely the worst tank I'd ever played in Tier 6. However, it underwent a buff. And oh my god, was it a buff. It's now one of the best Tier 6 tanks, for sure. So, what can I say about it? Well, overall, great tank. The gun, solid. Armor, great. Maneuverability, decent. And so with that, let's jump into some gameplay, and I'll talk you through it. Okay, so we're on a very hilly map, which is not really the best for this tank because it is pretty slow, and the hills will slow it down even more. I think it's better maybe on flat ground where you're able to just hide behind some sort of equipment or something and covering that lower plate and just, going hull down. I think that's how you should play this tank usually. But it can work, so let's see what happens. Now, in many ways, ever since it got buffed, it feels like a mouse. It can really bounce a ton of shots against tanks that have weak pen, especially Tier 5, of course. So if you see a bunch of Tier 5 tanks in front of you, just don't have much fear. They will struggle. I mean, wiggling on top of just going against them frontally, they will struggle mightily. So I just push forward. I really have no fear. Now, again, Tier 7, you got to play it differently, and I'll put a video together about that sometime, that you've got to play differently depending on whether you're higher tier or lower tier. So, yeah, please wait for that. Okay, see, look at that. Not too bad, right? 2 bounces, 3 bounces, whatever. And, yeah, this guy's a Tier 6, but, he's going to pen me for sure, but he's not going to like it, because I'm just going to punch him right back. He gets 178, I get 200. And he's going to, with a little help from my buddy here, he's not going to like his thing. So again, I've lost a bunch of health, but I'm not really worried because, well, dang it. Now that tank can hit me pretty hard, so just got to be cautious, take my time. His reload is horrible, so once he's fired, yeah, I've done 1,200 damage, but look at that. I've blocked, what's that, 680 damage? So, that's pretty dang good, considering it's just the first, minute and a half of the game. Now I'm up to 1,500, and I'm just, this tank worries me, the Churchill, just because he's got a strong gun and armor, but he's so slow, so to get around here, he's going to really struggle. And now he's distracted, so I can just boom, boom, boom. A few shots on the side, and I'm going to get rid of the tank destroyer here, because the tank destroyer can't hit me. So, anytime you have a chance to get rid of the tank destroyer at distance, do so. So those guns can rip right through you. So here I go. Look at that, 2,000 damage. I don't think I can do any more damage in this game, or very little. All I'm doing is just, causing trouble. Here I come again, and so he's going nowhere. He's going to be dead in a second, and one more tank, but I'm a slow beast, so I'm not going to be able to do that. As I said, it reminds me of how a mouse plays. Intimidate your enemies with your armor, with just your sheer force of just, being able to bounce pretty much everything from the lower tiers. It's kind of a weird feeling. Remember, lower tier, if you're in Tier 6 versus Tier 7s, you got to play it differently. So just keep that in mind. But I think this is a great tank, and I would say it's a definite pickup for Tier 6. So anyway, with that, I'll leave it there. I'll see you next time. Snugs on Blitz, out.